That's our group. And then you can ask questions there. If you can't get any one of us on the phone, because we're always on the phone, you can post a question on our group and we can answer it.
Oh, great.
So, does anyone have any questions? Yeah, Marla. I haven't seen you, Marlon. Is this your first visit? Has Marlon been on before?
Yeah, Marlon has. Yeah.
Okay. Looks like an aeroplane. Are you a pilot?
Hey Graham, how you doing?
Doing good.
Hey
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. I think I
Hey,
remember
Marlon.
before. Yeah. I'm getting old.
All right. We'll give it like 3 more minutes. What's going on, Chris? Wow. I almost thought that was your background, Marlon. Like you had a studio, but then I was like, okay. But when you faded into it, I was like, okay, never mind.
Let me try to fix something. It's just that I don't have like enough lighting here where I'm at.
No, you're good. It just caught my eye.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks for putting your cameras on. It's so much better, isn't it, when we can see each other, you know? Yeah, if I can put my ugly mug on here, everybody else can as well. Yeah. I used to have my camera off all the time. I thought, I don't need a camera on. What do I need my camera on for? There you go. Hey, Cody.
Hola.
Yeah, we
Going
need a
on,
one
Cody?
again, don't we? Yeah, I'm missing our talks. Yeah, if anyone wants to talk with me, just chat, you know, about real estate. I got my
Or life.
link up here.
Graham's a good counselor too, just in general. If you want to talk about life, he's a good guy to talk to. TJ also.
Been through a lot. See, too much.
Okay. All right. Hey, Linnell. What's going on? Can you pull up that call from Graham so we can calibrate that?
Yeah, sure, Annie. I'm on it.
Okay.
California, Golden Gate Bridge. Look at that. Nice view.
So,
No, that's out
all right.
Chris's window.
Oh, wait,
Wow.
Nick is in the same place.
They're
Same
friends.
apartment. The neighbors.
No, they're squadding up. You see, they're squadding up.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice. All right. Well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start switching it up on Tuesdays and doing a little bit more lead manager, not completely, but you know, we've been kind of doing like cold calling for a while and we want to start shaking things up so you guys can get some variety. So we're actually going to do a call calibration that we've been doing in our SEAL team. This team specializes in tackling just foreclosures and having conversations with these homeowners who are going through foreclosure. So, and trying to generate leads that way. So we're going to listen to a call from Graham and we're going to see what's going on with the call, what could have been done differently, what he did well, and kind of taking a deeper dive on it. So, Linnell, when you are ready.
Hi, is this Joshua?
Maybe who is this?
My name's Graham. We help people that may be having trouble with their lender. Are you currently having trouble?
No.
Did you resolve it?
It's in the process of being resolved right now.
Okay, fantastic.
All right,
Are
pause.
you doing like a location?
Yeah.
Joshua's a liar. All right. I'm just kidding. All right. So a couple of things just right off the bat. All right, let's see if you guys noticed it. I already kind of gave it to you. I said Joshua's, he was lying a little bit. He was joshing us. Did you guys catch what he said? That made me think that.
He said it was resolved at first, and then he said that he was resolving it, or he was getting it taken care of. Was that it?
It was a little bit before that. Graham asked a
Oh.
question.
You said
Is this
no?
Joshua? Maybe. Who is this?
It was
No, he said
before
that
that.
he was not having problems with the lender, something like that.
Yep, yeah, you got it. You got it. Graham said, "Are you having trouble with the bank?" He said, "Nah." Graham said, "Okay, so you gotta resolve. What are you doing?" He said, "Yeah, we're working on it." Well, I thought you weren't having any trouble. Like, so and so right there, like if you got to make sure you're actively listening and you'll catch stuff like that. So obviously this guy's probably getting calls. He's probably embarrassed. This isn't something that's fun to go through that you want to share with the world. So he's probably trying to hide that. And that's completely normal because he's been talking to Graham for all of 35 seconds. So really good catch on that. And it's Guillermo, right? I'm working on my Spanish.
got
I'm
it.
trying to roll my R's a
Or
little bit.
William. I don't
right.
know if I want to change my name when I'm on the calls, because sometimes Guillermo is too hard to say it. But we'll see.
Whatever you want to go by. We'll call you whatever you want to go by here. So,
all right.
Really good catch on that. But in the beginning of the call, I would say, just like with cold calling, we want to assume we have the person. Because what did this guy say? Hey, is this Joshua? Maybe. Depends what you got for me. Like, what kind of answer is that? So just make sure, hey, Joshua. And then, Graham went into the intro, which was great, in saying like, hey, are you having issues with that lender? Without spelling out like, hey, you're in foreclosure, so let us help you. He went a roundabout way of doing that, which was great. Kind of made the guy feel like he could talk to him. So, okay, so far so good. We caught Joshua. He's getting it resolved. Let's see what happens in the rest of it. Go ahead, Linnell.
Okay, very good. A lot of those don't work out. So if it doesn't, we do have other options for you. We don't charge for a service at all. It's our mission to help people that may be facing foreclosure. So can we circle back to you, say in a week or two, and see how that's going?
No.
You don't want any help?
You who are you with?
We help people who are facing foreclosure, so we can go over options with you. We don't charge.
Yeah. With who? Who are you with? What is your company name? Anything.
Why do you need to know that, sir?
I am not going to work with some mystery benefactor. And what benefit do you get out of helping me out?
It depends on further down the road. We go over options that you have. It doesn't cost anything.
Right, which I find very suspicious.
Okay, well, we do everything for a
Pause.
title company. If we
All right, this is such a good call. Okay. So I think I missed a part though, Graham. You said like a lot of those don't work out. What did he say he was doing?
It's in it's supposed to be doing a low mod.
Oh, okay. Doing a loan modification. Right. And what a
just for somebody on the call, well, maybe some of you don't know what a loan modification is. It's where the borrower is in trouble and they're working with the lender the lender may have compassion on them and rework the loan so that they can make payments. They usually put what they owed up to now on the back end of the mortgage. So, and they may do further tweaks as well. So it has to be approved. Obviously, if the seller's circumstance hasn't changed, it's not going to work out. Most loan modifications don't work. So.
Okay. So that is a loan modification. It's one of the steps a lot of homeowners look to take, especially when they want to keep their home. So, okay, Graham said, a lot of those don't work out. I think rather than making it so matter of fact on that, just kind of easing into it and saying, okay, seller says, hey, I'm doing a loan modification. Got it. So seller, not saying this is the case with you. I hope it's not. But what we usually see is 9 out of 10 times, most homeowners don't actually get approved for that. So has the bank already told you when they would let you know if it's going to get accepted or not? So we can know when that date is and we can reach back out on that date. Right. And then, if the guy says, well, no, I'm confident this is going to get approved. Okay, awesome. I just want to make sure that, you're taken care of and make sure that you at least have a backup plan in case that doesn't work. Right. And TJ said it, like a third party story. TJ, what's a good third party story you would plug in there?
Something very similar to what you just said. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while, and about 85% of them have some type of issue that makes it difficult to pass that loan modification. If that happens to be the case with you, what's your next step? What do you plan to do after this? I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but it's just a higher probability. So I just want to make sure you're taken care of.
Yep. Right. So he has a solution. We're not saying, oh, don't do the loan mod, sell it to me. We're saying, hey, do you have a plan B? Plan A is
Plan A is loan mod. Why has a glitch right now. She'll be back in a moment when her internet goes back. But yeah, Graham, you did good there. Like I said, sometimes it come off a little negative, and so he got defensive at that point, and that's when he started asking about what was going on, who you were with. That's where that point turned. And so just being able to maybe do a third party story where you're not the bad guy anymore. You're just the guy that's saying, hey, this might happen. So just want to make sure you're aware of this. But other than that, I think you're good to go. Landry, you back?
fantastic. Yeah, it was going great. And I was talking and I was looking at your guys' faces and it just froze. And I was like, man, I must be spitting some real fire right now. And then you guys just didn't blink or move. And I was like, all right, something's up. But
Well, you
yeah,
had
I'm back.
You had an O face on your face here.
I was
You just
like,
stayed.
I think I froze. But
Oh.
yeah, mic drop. But they're good third party stories. Those are always good to use and let them, it's establishing credibility. Like, hey, we actually do deals. We work with homeowners. This is what we see. And it's also letting them know, like, hey, you're not alone in this. Tommy just went and had the same situation. This is how we were able to help. So I think that would be a really good thing there as well. And this guy, he's uncertain. Like Graham is sitting here trying to provide him value and say, hey, I just want to give you your options and let you know you do have other things to do in case this doesn't work out. And this guy's like, this sounds too good to be true. You just want to help me out of the kindness of your heart. How do you get paid? Huh? This sounds like a scam, right? Because who does that? Who calls somebody and says, hey, I want you to actually keep your house? So that's why this guy's kind of going through that and being skeptical with Graham. That's where what's your website comes from. It's not that they genuinely care or that they're genuinely going to look up the website. They want to know, hey, are you legit? You're telling me you'll help me for free? Nothing's free. So this type of guy, as he starting from the beginning, right? When Graham was like, hey, is this Joshua? Maybe. Are you having trouble? No. Okay. You know, what's your website? All of this, he just sounds really uncertain about not just this call or his situation, but about like life in general. He seems like he's really confused and he's not sure what he's doing or where he's going. This type of person, I don't think we've dug into it with you guys, but this is more of a blue personality. He's very skeptical. He's going to be very, very cautious. He's going to want all the information and all the facts before he makes a decision. So with this type of person, you want to, you know, put them at ease. And typically you want to do that by just doing credibility. That's through third-party stories. That's through giving them information about the foreclosure. All right. So let's finish out the rest of the call. But so far, so many things in this call. Let's keep going.
Considering you won't even tell me what company, what the name of your company is.
Well, my
Considering you won't even tell
personal,
me.
my personal company is Home Hope Properties, but we work with a group of investors to help people who face foreclosure. So really the name of the company has no bearing on this, or we help you. We don't charge you anything. Nothing's coming out of your pocket. We're looking to help you in your situation, go over any options you have. At the end of the day, how do we make money? Well, sometimes the solution is for us to buy the property. And we are always on the lookout to buy properties. But we're not talking about that option right now. We want something that fits your situation.
All right. At this time, no. Everything's being worked out the way it's supposed to be worked out. We'll be just fine.
All right. Well, you have a good day, Joshua. I will circle back to you. I do want to help you. I've been through foreclosure myself and avoided foreclosure. I've been through a loss in my life, and I have a passion to help people in your situation.
Right.
I'll circle back to you in a week or two, see how the loan mark goes, because often they're denied. Are you aware of that?
There shouldn't be any reason that they deny it.
Well, usually it's your loan debt to income ratio. I mean, what caused you to get in this position in the first place?
Not enough income.
Your income, okay, and that's you've got that restored again.
Yeah, that's being reworked.
All right, pause it. I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause it like 50 times. It's just so much going on. All right, it's just so much going on. All right. So a lot of good things, but I'm gonna get in some to the good stuff, but bear with me. All right, here's a little bit of feedback here. So that whole segment about, you know, who are you? What's your company name? We don't want to dodge that because you're gonna sound sketchy. You know, we don't want to say, well, that doesn't matter right now, right? What he wants is certain. We know it doesn't matter. It's just a smoke screen. What he's really asking is, how do I know you guys are legit? But we don't want to say, hey, that's the company name. Just throw out the company name that we use, right? If you guys get this type of question in cold call, if you haven't already, make sure you guys look at our objection script that we made for you guys. But you want to acknowledge, like, okay, got it. I understand you want a website and you want to know who we are. So, you know, usually when people ask me this question, it's because they want to make sure that we're legit and we're not scammers who are going to take advantage of them. Is that what you're really checking for here? Yeah, I want to make sure you guys are legit. You're calling me and telling me you're going to help me for free to keep my house? Yeah, of course I don't believe you. Got it. So what we actually do is the name of our organization is Home Buyers Network, Homeowner Advocates, one of those generic names, right? Just because these people are foreclosures don't mean they can't be on DNC. So you always want to be careful before giving out our actual company websites. but we want to make sure we answer that question and make them feel heard. All right. We don't want to make them feel like, hey, why did, that's a silly question on a website. Why'd you ask me that? We want to make sure we put them at ease. It is weird to get a random call out of the blue about somebody who wants to help you for free. I'd probably feel the same way. So always make sure you acknowledge people's concerns and address it and then redirect. All right. So that was the feedback. Next, the third-party story. Absolutely beautiful, masterclass, fantastic. This guy was gonna hang up. He was there. He was like, all right. He had the phone off of his ear, hand was on the button, and Graham was like, I went through this too. He's like, oh.
He defused them. Defused the bomb.
He's like, all
He
right,
defused
Graham.
the bomb. He
And
pulled the loose thread and defused them.
yeah, this guy was gonna hang up on you, Graham. No lie, he was.
He cut the blue
Third-party
wire.
story.
Cut the blue wire.
Yeah, it was gonna blow up. But you pulled him back in with that third-party story and being genuine. And Graham did go through foreclosure, so he's not lying, guys. We don't want to lie. If you didn't go through it, you can always just say, hey, your friend Graham went through it, right? Or your parents, So, but that's a genuine story to Graham, and it came across that way. The next thing was, I think you said with the loan modification, most people are, denied. We don't want to do it like as matter of fact, because we do want it to go through for him. If that goes through, fantastic. We just want to say, typically what we see is most people are getting denied because they don't have income. And you got that, Graham. So it's just the phrasing a little bit. And then I loved, you're like, okay, so what caused you to get into this situation? He's like, yeah, my income. Right? So now we're at the heart of it. Because if this guy doesn't have a job, or he was working at Google making 100K, now he's driving Uber making, I don't know what Uber drivers make, but it's less it's less than a job at Google, right? So it's going to be hard to keep up your bills when your income's cut. So Graham got this guy to talk about that, and now sounds like he might be open to a conversation. But I did want to stop and kind of break that down, what was going on. But yeah, let's continue, and we'll try to finish it out.
Your income increased?
In the process right now, yeah.
Okay, because that's what they look at, you see. And then if they do approve a loan modification, 25% of loan mods don't work out. So we can go over other options that you might have. There are many different options. So if when did you apply for the loan modification?
Hold on. I have to go.
You do? Okay, I'll circle back to you, Joshua, because I do care, all right? Can you keep my number in your phone? I'll be calling you from this phone number again, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, Joshua. Bye-bye.
I'm processing. I have thoughts. I'm just compiling them. 1 second.
Let me give you I thought it was a clumsy finish, quite honestly, because he was pulling back again. He said, I have to go, so it really was a clumsy finish. Yeah.
I don't think so. You were talking from the heart, and I really felt like if you weren't talking from the heart, he would have hung up on you like another time right there. But you're like, I really care. I'm going to circle back to you if you like it or not, because I want to make sure you're okay. I mean, you were sending that message, and he didn't know how to react to that. He's so used to people wanting something from him, taking a piece from him, that you just saying those words it stalled him. He's like, I don't know if I can believe this guy. This is, and so he didn't know how to react to that. And I mean, he told you like, I think 4 times that he's going to hang up now. And you would just ask the question, staying calm. You stay calm the whole time, and that kept him calm. And there's so many things that yes, there's things to work on, Graham. We all have things to work on, but there's so many things you did right in this that you kept that conversation going by just being genuine, being who you are. And so I just commend you, man. That was really good. I really enjoyed this call. It was awesome.
Yeah, thank you, TJ. I appreciate that because I thought it was a really clumsy, awkward call.
No, there's so many good things out of it.
It's a good
All right.
training call.
I agree.
Yeah.
So with this call, right? We got to the end of it. He was gonna hang up. He was super skeptical. Graham pushed through all that. And you mentioned so many times in the call, like, hey, you have options. But like that's where it would stop. And you never got to, hey, if this loan mod doesn't work, man, I hope it goes through and we don't have to talk anymore. I hope that gets done for you. But if it doesn't, here's what we've seen work in the past. And I'm just gonna, plant some seeds and we'll end up circling back to this. So, I mean, Graham, the options of what you can do. I would have just started running through that. If this doesn't go through, what's the plan B in your head? Okay,
That's
because
what was missing. Yeah, I agree. That was missing. That's the solution. Is plant those seeds, as you say, and then he's got something to chew on after the call, and he'll be ready for the next call.
yeah, because this guy, he's doing a loan modification because he wants to keep his home, like he wants to keep his clothes in that house. So we need to start going through options of how does he do that? All right, hey, if this doesn't go through, a couple of things that we've seen work, and I just want you to kind of, think about these. If that loan mod doesn't go through, I hope it does. So have you, considered a personal loan? Well, no, I haven't sent it. Okay. And then that's how you can kind of get into the arrears, how much he owes. Okay, man. Yeah, 50,000, that's gonna be hard to try to borrow. I mean, do you have a 401k that maybe you could borrow from and that money you could take out and put towards this? No, I don't have that because my job never gave me one. The job I had, they fired me and I lost everything. Okay, great. Well, not great. I'm just kind of finishing my example, but going through the rest of the options with this guy and saying at worst case scenario, if that loan mod doesn't go through and none of these other options help, typically what I am for most people is a last resort. So if that doesn't work and you're unable to keep the home, then we can have a conversation about how, we can make the best out of a bad situation and get some money in your pocket so you don't lose everything.
Short sale.
And then kind of set that follow up there. Yeah, but we don't want to say it on that
Right.
call. We want to wait until he says the loan mod didn't go through. I don't have time to list the house on the market. I don't have time. I really want to keep my home. What else can I do, Graham? Okay. Now that we're here, let's work this out together. And sometimes the solution we provide isn't what the homeowner wants to see. Sometimes they want to stay in the home, but there's no way for them to do that. But sometimes they have to go out there and figure it out on their own. And that's okay. They got to touch the stove and be like, it was hot, Graham. Okay, well, yeah. But that's okay. So that's what I feel like that call was missing, is just walking him through those options and say, hey, you don't have to choose any of these, but food for thought.
And it's worth saying as well, isn't it, that you're not it's not one call there. It's with foreclosure, it's many calls. It takes time to build up that relationship and trust, so that's why I kept saying we will circle back to you. On the next call, we will be going over those options, getting an update and building that trust, because this one, will take a little bit to build that trust. So
Yeah, I definitely agree.
you have very good feedback. Thank you, Ali.
No, I really enjoyed
And
it.
TJ.
That was exciting. We got some more exciting calls now.
Yeah, there is one from who said, but it's 19 minutes.
No,
That's
no
long.
way, Jose.
It's a good call.
Yeah,
though.
maybe not here.
Did you say
All right.
90 minutes? 90?
19.
19.
Oh, 19. 19.
19. Okay. Now, let's see if we have something something shorter. Do we have just we can pull a normal cold call from someone. Any really good cold calls that you guys QA'd?
I'm checking now the calibration sheet. Just one
No
moment
worries. We'll do
here.
a quick intermission. All right.
Okay.
So, guys, I don't know who this is for, but gonna do it anyway. All right. So DNC look up. All right. So DNCs happen a lot and they can happen on calls. So if you're in a call and you're like, man, is this guy kind of jerking me around? Are they serious? Are they not? And you feel like, all right, something might be off. The story's not adding up, or you weren't quite able to put your finger on it. A good place to always look in a tool for you guys to have and just have pulled up is DNC lookup. So you just type it into Google. The best one that we actually use is Aperion, and you will click it. And then when you click it, you can just put the phone number in of like the cult of the lead, kind of while you're on the phone, and see if they're on DNC. Or if it's after a call and you're making your own follow-up calls, you can check this website. Here is my old phone number. Not a robot, boom. And my old number was in the DNC. Is in the national DNC. And then another number.
Do mine next. Do mine next.
All right, and then this is my new number, is not in the DNC. I will be changing that shortly. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how the other one got on DNC, but this is a cool little tool that you guys can utilize. If you feel like the call is sketchy, like the story's not making sense, they might be trying to fish for information. Really good tool. But that's all for our commercial break. Any questions? And I dropped the link for you guys in the chat. So,
Thank you.
Linnell, you have a call?
Yes, we can do Guillermo. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Patrick, this is Guillermo with Home Buyers Network. I was calling about you. We're real estate investors, and I just wanted to see if you have considered possibly selling.
Yeah, I am going to sell, but
Yeah.
I go through this with not you, but with a lot of companies like you.
Yes, sir.
I can't sell my property, y'all, because I get nothing out of it. It'll just be a waste of. I'd just be giving the house away, property away, basically. So no,
Well,
I'm not desperate. I'm not none of that. Go ahead, I'm listening.
yes, sir. So here's the thing. So we have different ways to actually buy houses. Okay. What we can do is you can tell me a little bit more about your place, and then I can just go ahead and give this information to my property specialist, and they can run some numbers, and they will give you an offer. Okay, we can try to give you a different type of offers that we can actually come close to what you're looking for.
Okay.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit more about your place?
What did you want to know about it?
Okay, oh, how many bedrooms? How many bathrooms?
Y'all don't, but y'all don't. You don't know. You should already
Well,
know because you looked it up, right?
I I know, but I don't have it on in front of me right now. The only thing that I have is that okay, so it's a four bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms.
Yes.
Okay, got it. And you're asking 309. Okay, it's estimated at 309,000, right?
Yes.
And what
That
price do you?
that's from Zelle. That's right. That's where y'all get that from, right? Zelle.
Yeah, Zillow.
Zillow. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, no problem.
Um, it's but I have to tell you, it's been estimated like 10,000 more than that from one organization. From the insurance company, it's estimated another what five? I think 5 or 6,000 more than that one. I'm not. I just want to. I just want to get. I do want to get rid of the house. I will get rid of the house, and that's this year. It's gone.
Right. And
But
what's the reason for you selling the house?
because I'm divorced and I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I'm ready to leave Texas. So I actually thought about renting it out for a year to add other stuff to the house, but I'm like, that might be a waste of my time, effort, and money.
Okay. And do you have a price in mind based on what you're seeing with the estimate? Do you have any price in mind?
Well, I wanted 360. I think that's going to be a far fetch to get from anybody because I see property in this area, the same house, probably not the same stuff done to the house. Ask for that much money. So I'm willing to go as far as like 320, 325, and walk away from it. But only if I can get something around that ballpark.
Okay. Now, another question, Patrick. If you were going to rate your home from 1 to 10, 10 being brand new, what would you rate your house?
10 being what? I'm sorry?
10 being brand new.
Oh, 10 being brand new. Where will I rate my house?
Yes. From 1 to 10.
I don't know. I'd be honest with you. I would have to probably give it an 8.
8.
I don't know because it's got new stuff in it. The inside been painted.
Okay. What have you done that is brand new at this moment?
I got carpet, toilet. I'm going to put a brand new stove in it. I'm going to paint the outside. I don't know if the house needs to come with a refrigerator, but if it does, I'm gonna put a brand new refrigerator in it as well. So if you, as an investor, come in this house, there wouldn't be much for you to do other than, oh, I don't like this or I don't like that. I'm going to change this. That'll be on y'all because everything would be up to date and brand new. I would,
Okay.
man. Well, let me back up.
Okay.
Sure. Except the kitchen. Now the cabinets will be painted. I'm thinking about changing the countertops, but I really don't want to sink a whole lot of money into the house like that because I do want to redo my driveway because it's all cracked up and stuff. So yeah, things will already be done and basically it'd be ready, moved in ready. So yeah, I give it about a 7 to 8.
Got it. Now, another question. Is anyone living in the house or you're the one living in the house?
Yeah, me, my ex-wife, my stepdaughter, and my grandchild. It's 4 of us.
And how fast you would, I mean, and how fast you would like to sell. So let's say we come to an agreement, you will move right away.
Who I would love to move right away. No, that's why I'm fixing up the stuff now. I got 4 more payments in the bankruptcy, and then I'm putting the house on the market. I'm just buying my time with this bankruptcy because I don't want to ask the courts for permission to sell it. I shouldn't have to ask the court for permission to sell it. So this is why I'm waiting. I got 4 more months.
Okay, and that's
Come
chapter
August
11
1st,
or chapter
13. Chapter
13.
13. Come August 1st, it's fair game for any and everybody.
Okay, got it. All right, so that I think that's pretty much it that we need, Patrick. So, like I said, I'm gonna pass this information to our property specialist. They're gonna run some numbers. Like since you still have some payments for the bankruptcy, we're probably gonna have to wait until that's done. Or, I mean, if we can actually pay that for you, I mean, like I said, the property specialist will let you know what we can do to come to an agreement, and hopefully we can come close as possible to the number that you have in mind. Okay?
What is your name again?
Guillermo.
Jeremy?
No. Guillermo from Home Buyers Network.
DiGermo. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Or William in English, pretty much.
Oh, William. Okay.
Yeah, that's my name in English.
Well, William,
All right.
I just want you to walk away from this phone call. I don't answer phone calls. I thought you were somebody else, but
Right.
I want you to walk away from this phone call. I'm not a desperate person. That's my
Okay.
house and my house alone to be sold. And yes, I will be leaving this state. And yes, I'm gonna get rid of it one way or another. But I'm not desperate.
Well, like I said, we can close the deal as fast as you like. Okay. So if you tell me like, look, William, I don't want to close it like in 3 months. But then we can give you the offer. Then that's how we're gonna work. Or if you want to move right away and we come to an agreement, then like I said, we can close as fast as you like. Okay. So if
Will it
you're not
be?
in a hurry,
hmm
and we can actually, like I said, we can run some numbers to come as close as possible to what you're looking for. That would be the best way to go. And like I said, so that the property specialist will be the one who will give you all the numbers that you would like to hear. Okay, as of right now, what I'm doing is I'm just gathering some information for them to make it easier. Okay, and that way, like I said, we can give you an offer.
So last question for you,
Yes, sir.
William, in English. I don't want to box your name. That's why I say William.
No worries.
So will a closing cost anything be
Well, like
be
I
asked
said,
for?
yeah. So like I said, the property specialist will be the ones to tell you all those little details. Because like I said, we're gonna try to get close as possible to what you're looking for, and we're gonna try to see which way it's better for the both of us. Okay.
Okay.
To come to an agreement. So like the property specialist will be the ones doing that. They will run those numbers for you. Okay.
I would say this: pass on to them that I don't really answer the phone. So you must send me a text message, let me know who you are, and then I will answer the phone. Because if you're not in my phone list, I don't answer. Because I get a lot of calls throughout the day, just like everybody else. I'm quite sure.
And,
I
and
just can't do it.
right.
Answer the
And
phone,
best,
but go
yes,
ahead.
sir. The best number to reach you at is the
Yeah, just send me a text and let me know who you are before you call, and then I will answer. So since I know it's the property, somebody is going to be calling me, and I'm quite sure it's not going to say that on when they call. Just have the person send me a text or.
Got it. So remember that they will send you a text message letting you know that we're from Home Buyers Network. Okay.
Home Buyers Network. I got it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick. So that's pretty much it. It was great talking to you, and I hope you have a great day. Okay. So just go ahead and wait for the call in a couple of days. Like I
Okay.
said, they will send you a text message before, and that way you can answer the phone and you can talk to the property specialist, and hopefully we can do something. Okay.
Okay, Wayne. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Anytime. Have a great day. Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. What do you guys think? Any feedbacks?
Yeah, we got a lot of feedback. Guillermo, from on my end, I think you sound very good on the phone, man. You got good tonality. Like, you sound very you sound like a radio host. So you got a good voice and you matched the caller's voice, which is very good. The only thing I have to say, like a feedback, is that you should always have your Zillow open before the call. That way you sound a little more professional. Like when you said about the bedrooms, I don't think you should ask about bedrooms first. Just ask about the condition. What's the condition of the house? What condition is the house in? And it sounds a little more professional than asking for the bedrooms and all that. That's the only thing. And instead of saying how fast can you move, I mean, it sounds like you're kicking the guy out of, yo, just get out. I think you should ask, what's the time frame? What's the time frame you would be looking to sell? That's the only thing. But besides from that, it was a great call. I think it was very good, and you stuck to the script. And the script, you're doing the right thing. So very good, man. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
TJ, you want to go? Or
What was that?
did you want to give feedback, or you just want me to roll into it?
You're doing really good.
Oh, I appreciate you so much. All right, get Animal. All right, or William, aka William, the man. So,
In
all right,
English.
in English, got to add that part at the end of it. William in English. All right, so I think this was a really good call. It had a lot of really good parts to it. So I'm just gonna go in the order of the call. So starting with the intro, careful on like the hello, because how the dialer works is they've already said something. They've already said like, hey, what's going on? And then for you to say hello again, just make sure you roll right into it. Hey, seller, this is me, right?
Got it. And I noticed that. I'm sorry to cut you off. And I noticed that, but
Yeah.
I've been having some issues with my mic because I don't know if the website blocks some of the things on my computer. For the Zen call, I think it does, like it blocks some stuff. So sometimes I hear the mic from my laptop, or sometimes I hear the mic from the headset. So I've been trying to fix that, but I haven't been able to do it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem. That was just what I noticed. So that's that. The next thing, the objection that came up right after, you did the intro. Hey, are you looking to sell? I get tons of these calls, right? The way you went through that was really where you started to kind of separate yourself from other people. The way you did it, I would say we should tweak it. I can't remember all the exact words that you used, but you were saying, hey, I get that you're getting calls. We have different ways that we buy properties so that we're able to, get closer to usually what homeowners are asking for than anybody else, which is good. I think I would have to re-listen to how you said it, but you want to say something of that nature. Hey, acknowledge what they said. Yeah, I get you're getting, tons of these calls, but, I would also try to go into what are the never mind. All right. I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. All right, but the next thing that I did really want to point out is, if you guys remember, this seller said, I'm not desperate. I don't have to sell. You guys just want me to give it away for free. And then he said it again in the call. I'm not desperate. I don't gotta sell this. And then he was like, man, I can't wait till I sell this and get this done, man. This divorce, this bankruptcy, I'm behind on the payments, man. But I don't have to sell. I'm not desperate. It's like usually the more people say, like, I'm not desperate, I don't have to sell, the more you should be thinking, okay, there is something that's, making them want to sell. But the reason they feel like they can't be honest with people and they have to put up this wall is because they feel like people are going to take advantage of them. If they know that, yeah, I got to sell this, this is where people are going to try to lowball them and take advantage of them. So that's why a lot of people say that. And if a seller says it twice, you should be like, okay, there's something going on. I thought you had really good tonality throughout the call. I think it was really good. He asked for your name and he was saying it back throughout the call a couple of times. That's really good. You really made an impression on him. So for some of the feedback on this, just be careful when saying, we'll be able to offer you close to what you want before we even really know like the price. So just be careful of that. We don't want to set false expectations, but you can just say, yeah, we do have a couple of different ways of purchasing properties and, possibly being able to get you close to that number, right? Saying adding possibly or might be will always save you. All right. Just be careful also talking over the seller. There were a couple of moments. Once, these people open up, just give them a little bit of runway to go ahead and talk. All right. Just looking at some of it. Oh, the other thing with price, when you ask price, like, hey, how much do you want to sell it for? Usually, so they'll give you a number. They'll say X. What you usually want to follow that up with is the question of, okay, just curious, how did you come up with that number? And I stuttered on purpose, right? So, because it's disarming, and then you're saying, hey, I'm just curious. How did you come up with that? And trying to get their idea of what they're looking at. Typically, they're looking at houses in the neighborhood, or they talk to a realtor, or they're an investor and they know how to run comps. But we just want to get an idea of where they're getting that number from. Really good job, though, getting occupancy. And I think you got the feedback already about the timeline, right? We don't want to kick them out there. Just let them know, like, hey, we're pretty flexible. So what timeline works best for you? We'll land a lot better. All right. If I miss something else, guys, jump in. No problem. No, I did everything. Maybe.
Perfect. Like always.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, on to the next one. It's 9:23. The night is winding down.
What?
Who wants to do a role play?
There you go.
Who wants to do one? It's going to be red. It's going to be super hot. It's going to be uncomfortable. Who wants to go?
Somebody better step up before they get chosen up.
I should have said I was going to be yellow. All right. I'll be yellow, guys. Don't worry. I'll be a sweet old lady. Who wants to go? We got Marcy. Okay.
Matias looks like he wants to go.
Let's get Jose, Maru,
Oof.
Marlon. Y'all Rochambeau for this, man. Between y'all three.
Cody,
Big
sign
Rock.
them numbers. Sign them numbers and we'll vote on them.
All right. You guys got numbers. Hold on. Maru. All right. So who votes for number 3?
Who is 3?
I'm not telling you.
What?
Yeah, you get the vote. You come in afterwards. I mean, I can send it to you. Hold on. Oh,
Well,
I think the audience should be able to pick.
Well, that's part of voting. It's not guessing.
Yeah,
we're voting.
this is democracy,
Oh.
Cody.
Oh, okay. I got
So
you.
I want
Got
you
you.
to, I want you to say this is so and so. That's their number one. So and so's number two. So and so's number
Oh,
three, and then we all go
all right.
1, 2, or 3.
Amari
Yeah,
is
so
number
it's
one.
not
Amari is
Mara.
number 1. Jose C is number 2, and Marlon's number 3. Why couldn't we just say
Uh,
the name? All right. I got
Jose C is disqualified.
okay. So we'll put Matthias in there then. Number 2,
Uh,
a 3. Voting's gonna end in 10, 9,
this
8,
we'll hop on
7,
board.
6,
Go with
3,
popular opinion.
3-1. Look at
1.
that.
Okay.
Everybody.
Landslide. It's Matthias. Matthias, you're up for the role play, brother.
All right.
Okay. All right. You've done a
Welcome
role play
back.
before, Matthias, right?
Yeah, I've done like a couple.
Okay, so I don't have to. Okay, gotcha. This will be fun.
Yes.
All right. So let's put 5 minutes on the clock.
All right, got it.
And got to get in character. um
You're ready?
yeah, let's go.
Okay, ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Ali, this is Mateus with the Home Buyer Network. I was actually giving you a call about your property on Main Street. We're investors
Matthias from where?
from the Home Buyers Network.
What is that? Is that the website?
Yes, it's the website.
Okay, so I'm gonna look it up. Go ahead, Matthias. What do you got for me?
Yeah, so we're actually investors, and we're giving you a call to see if you were interested in selling your property on Main Street.
Yeah, if you guys give me an actual offer that is not going to be lowball, I would probably consider it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we are actually looking to buy properties in this area. But my job is just to gather information about the property and see if you are interested in selling. And then I give all that to my property specialist, and they give you a call back with a number. So this call is just to see if you are interested in selling. What
So
can you
you're not the guy I talked to. Okay, so I got to do another one of these calls, and then I got to go to somebody else, and then I got to go to somebody else, and then you guys are going to give me a lowball offer. Is that how this kind of works?
No, we're actually not. We don't want to waste your time by giving you a low ball offer. We just want to give you a fair market offer.
Okay, so what's fair market?
Well, I'm not really qualified to give you a price on that. That's something my property specialist will do.
Okay.
But what can you
Can I
tell me?
talk to the property specialist?
Well, first, the way this works, first you need to talk to me first, and so I could gather some information about the property. Then I hand that over to him, and then they give you a call back. Is that okay with you?
If I say no, are you going to pass me to a property specialist?
Well, that's not how the call works. I actually got to gather.
Okay, Matthias, no worries, no worries. What do you need to know?
Yeah, well, I just need to know a little bit about the property. What can you tell me about the property and the condition that it's in?
It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. Roof was done 2 years ago. It was fully renovated 2018. It's in good shape. Everything is 2018. That's when the house was fully renovated.
Okay, great. So it's in good condition. All right, and is anyone living? Is this tenant occupied or is it owner occupied?
I'm living there.
Okay, great. And what got you thinking about selling the property?
And why would you need to know that?
It's just the more I know, the better I could help you.
I'm looking to sell the property so I can relocate.
So you can relocate. I got you. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, we can close as quickly or as slowly as you like. Well, having said that, what time frame works best for you if we did come up to a number
I gotta get it sold by May 7th.
by May 7th?
Mm-hmm. And that's
Okay.
why I'm getting tired of getting these calls. Like, I need to make a decision. So if you could help me do that, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, we could definitely help you out on that. And you said what are you looking to get for the property in its current condition?
300,000.
300,000?
Yes.
All right. And is that what similar properties to yours are going for in that neighborhood?
Nope, they're probably going for around 450.
450? I see. And why is it that you're trying to sell it for 300,000 if those other properties are going for 450?
Because I am trying to relocate. I need to sell it before May 7th so I can go ahead and move on and just get a fresh start. So I'm not stupid. I know you guys are investors. You guys want to buy it as cheap as possible. 300's the bottom line.
300 is the bottom line. I got you. Okay. And is there any liens or back taxes or mortgage balance that need to be taken care of before we buy the property?
Yes, I'll take care of all those.
Okay, great. Do you happen to know what the balance on the mortgage is? Or
Why does that matter? Don't you guys typically make an offer and then I pay that and I get whatever's left?
well, the reason why I'm asking is because it takes longer for when there's a mortgage, it takes longer for title to close. That's the reason why I'm asking.
Yes, there's a mortgage.
All right, time. Nice.
Oh,
Good ending on that response. So why do you
You
need
got-
to know that? Just asking because it makes time take longer, girl. You said make sense. Yeah.
You got me shaking that.
Oh man.
Uh,
Good job.
All right. So motivation on that was it was a little obscure. It was foreclosure, but obviously I'm guising it under relocation, right? So you got it in the chat. Virginia caught it. I said I got to sell it by May 7th. That's a very specific date. Like, that could be for a couple of reasons, right? We don't know, but that's something to start thinking about if you guys want to start moving up. It's the little things like that. What's going on in May? Well, I got to sell it or else they're going to take the house. Right now we're getting into a conversation and figuring out what's going on. I thought you did a really good job of staying pretty even, like on that call. Obviously, you had some really good responses of, hey, the more I know, the better I can help. It was like, And the last response was good as well about the mortgage, but I wasn't giving you that information. But you're going to get another objection, but still really good rebuttal. Somebody else take it away. That's all I got.
Yeah, just going from the top real quick, Matthias, because I know we're over time. She said, Matthias, from where? She cut you off right in the middle of your good intro. Matthias, from where? You already said the Home Buyers Network. You can go ahead and repeat it. The Home Buyers Network. We're just local real estate investors looking for our next fix and flip in the neighborhood. You allowed her to, you didn't say the answer to that and then go with the next question. So you allowed her some space to keep asking you and be read on you there. It's okay. You still, stay in the conversation. Then she said, you're not the guy I talked to earlier. Okay, I got to go through this whole thing, blah, blah, blah. You're going to give me a lowball offer. You could just cut that whole thing off right there. It sounds with the rebuttal. Hey, it sounds like you're getting a lot of calls from knuckleheads on here, just wasting your time. With a red seller, we want to commiserate with them. We want to be like, we get calls from them too. Just calling us, asking about the bed, the bathroom count, call back on the lowball, right? Or they never call back. Do they never call you back? They never call. And kind of relate to her. That sometimes calms reds down a little bit, lets you know that you're a professional, you're on their side. Can I talk to the property specialist? Right? She's still in it, trying to jump this, control the conversation. Let her, hey, listen, that we don't buy every house we look at, ma'am. Relax, okay? That's step 2 or 3 of a 4-step process. Okay, we will get this information. First step I need to figure out, and you got into it. What's got you thinking about possibly selling? You said that part, and then she goes, what does that matter? Why do you need to know why I'm selling? And you said, the more I know, the more I can help. You ended that on an up inflection. You go, the more I know, the more I can help. It wasn't said with authority. It was perfect. The words were perfect. Just make sure you end that. The more I know, the more I can help. Just end it on a down inflection so it doesn't sound like you're questioning it. And then relocating, she said it, you know, relocating and May 7th, gotta get this sold. Gotta get this sold. If somebody says like gotta sell, we need to dig into that. Gotta sell? But gotta sell by May 7th? What's happening May 7th? Virginia already gave you that feedback in the chat. And then a little bit earlier up on in the conversation, you said, I'll ask you some more questions. That way I can run this by a property specialist. Is that okay with you? We don't ask them if it's okay, we just ask for questions. I said all those criticisms. Great call though. Great job with the rebuttals and the responses to her redness and her objections. So really good role playing.
Thanks, Cody.
Yeah, right on.
Awesome. Any last minute quick feedback for Matthias?
Just a quick thought, maybe you could ask why hasn't she got the property listed? That might have revealed the story as well with the realtor.
Okay.
She hasn't got time. May 7th is within 30 days, so that might have revealed the story as well.
Okay.
Yep. And then question in the chat, Amaru. How rude is it to say when you're asked to repeat your name or why are you calling? Hey, I stated my name in the beginning of the call. That's what we don't want to do is create friction. That's gonna make somebody hot. You're like, you didn't hear my name? I already said it. You selling the house or no? Okay. Look, nah, we're not doing this. They're gonna hang up on you. It's click. So what you want to do is just repeat it. Okay, yeah, no problem. My name's Allie. I'm giving you a call about that property on Main Street. Literally, you should be a broken record in that intro. No matter what, you know. Hey, where are you calling from? Yeah, my name's Allie. I'm calling with the Home Buyers Network, just seeing if you're looking to sell that property. What's the name of the company? Yeah, Home Buyers Network. Just calling about that property on Main Street to see if you're looking to sell it. I will be a broken record on my intro because I need you to answer this question. Are you selling it or no? All right, so I'll repeat it as many times as they want. I'll spell it, I'll sing it, I'll Morse code it, you know.
Okay.
Hey, yeah. Sorry you didn't catch it. Yeah, my name's Allie. Cool.
Right.
So I would do that. But man, honestly, guys, I appreciate you. I want to make sure that shout out to Graham, Guillermo, and Matthias for being like so open for feedback tonight and just being open and sharing like those calls with us. I know we don't ask your permission to pull them, but it really is something to, you know, be able to take feedback in front of 27 people plus the people on Facebook plus the people on YouTube and still keep a great attitude. So thank you guys so much.
Live stream.
Yeah, you guys know it's that time of the night. It's time to plug some stuff, right? If you want to handle objections like Matthias did right now, you're going to want to go to reiconveyorbelt.com/scripts, get the objection handling so you guys can look at those. If you haven't already, I believe we dropped the Facebook group earlier. Somebody will drop that again for you guys. Make sure you join, get your friends to join. If you guys haven't also joined the YouTube, we're going to be posting a lot more content. We're going to be posting calls. Yeah, some other stuff we got coming to that YouTube channel as well. I think that's it. If you guys want to connect with the leaders here, they have their phone numbers on the screen. You got Cody, he's always available for role play. You got Graham, you can always book a Calendly call. You got TJ, I think he dipped, but you guys see him all the time. So don't be afraid to reach out to these guys. Don't be afraid to connect with each other. That's what we're here for. So guys, that is it for tonight. Tomorrow we're going to be back. We have Nahid. So what's going to happen is we're going to do foreclosures. I definitely ran into some questions and I'm going to have her re-explain some things. And she also has a topic that she wants to go over as well and make sure she gives us more information on that. The more informed you are, the better you can actually help people in this particular scenario. So guys, thank you again for coming out. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.
All right, good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
Great episode.